think. I didn't watch all the games. Pretty hard because we have 2 games happening at this time.
Still a flashy hero in his own right and something fits the profile of Jarek since his days like in Liquid and even before. But hey, how about they just grab it right now, huh? You take Tusk, we'll take Earth Spirit. That's quite intriguing here.
Well, Earth Spirit gives them more team fight capability, more like chaos creating hero that provides a good silence, and the Dark Willow plays also a lot of damage for Terrorblade.
But something that was a bit concerning, and I had heard Will talk about, and I didn't even really realize, and he made a great point, is that what makes it harder for Earth Spirit now, these towers being so close.
Yes.
Like when you move, you have so much less room to work with. You just have to find connection onto that boulder in a fantastic position. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself rolling into a tower and rolling into a First Blood or something.
That's a good point. A lot of heroes feel that way. Same thing I feel about Bounty Hunter most. They still think it's gonna be an offlane hero for OG. S4 plays the puck. They can still swap the lanes accordingly, whatever they need. But I think they are missing either
10 seconds.
Dragonite for themselves. They have tower damage, Terrorblade, but if they get the hands on one of those 2. A lot of team fight potential from OG, them in place. Dark Willow, yeah, this
Bramble Maze,
this combo is so good. Dark Willow and Coil, and then you Terrorize, and then Coil snaps. Bramble Maze outside of it.
Yeah.
There's one more scale core inside of Newbie. Gyro can be played late lane most of the time on the mid because it's hard to gank because no space left between towers.
I have last pick. Can't wait to see. Trying to think of scaling cores that will be able to test something like Morphling pops into my mind occasionally. Already lots of control out there for a dash of silence.
He wants to go something more oriented. Terrorblade, they could pull off goal. He doesn't have to commit the early BKB because he has Omni-Knight. And Gyro is a hero active early on, so Pacemaker. Still Troll get.
About Troll for OG, we bad play.
Yeah, at Troll Terrorblade is rather weak.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
They'll take the DK.
Yeah, so Newbie can still take that DK I was talking about. Dragonite is just a bit of a pick here for OG, and counter is out. I'm not sure if they can go for maybe Timbersaw inside of Newbie. Great against the Dragonite, against the Terrorblade, but I'd go for Deep. Why it's a good silence against
Ember Spirit. Choose your hero.
That's Ember Spirit. So, I mean, Ember Spirit, I wonder what the build is gonna be. It has a good way to deal. Terrorblade has a boot against the puck, good against the Dark Willow, so she can't escape.
Weapons is our resident Ember Spirit guy. Thumbs up or thumbs down with the Ember Spirit on this one? Think, man. Ember taking it against K. Be able to do it? You think so? Kind of likes the game for Ember Spirit.
Well, Ember Spirit got a little bit of buff, 1 armor, that actually means a lot because armor is not that great. After Poor Man's Shield was removed, so underwhelming, but the best item for.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it, folks. It's our third heat of Group A action. We have Newbie versus OG. OG currently sporting a 2 at 1-3 loss. Them into Troubleville and be at risk of straight-up elimination from DAC 2018. Who'd have thunk? Let's get underway. I'm a little concerned also for this Earth Spirit, rather. There's not too many prominent options out there for who you want to gank. Anyone seems durable or elusive to be able to get the grab, so I know that Earth Spirit tends to rely on having some sort of successful early game. Otherwise, you kind of just wait in the wings a long time. His farming capabilities.
Yeah, I wonder if Fly wants to place that ward where he blocks the camp. A wrap around. They can find a kill. That's a good movement where Faith is standing right now.
Oh, Faith. Oh, Faith. There it is. Oh, bumps him down. He's stuck inside, but Faith will be able to eat the tree and walk out the other end. Oh, a very forgiving shard bump will help them on this one. But okay, they get the rocket and they pop it onto S4, and they will be able to take it down first. Bit of an awkward trade, but OG are going to be unsuccessful on their move in. They do plant the ward. They put it a little bit more north of the camp, try to make it a little less predictable. We'll see if it's something that Faith is able to spot out.
The ward that gives you vision on Bounty Rune, then you can play aggressive, maybe get the ganks going with that guy who tries to pick it up. Aggressive on the lane, but enemy support. So KP will try to pull the creep wave. I don't think we have anything to stop it with.
They move in.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
He's got repel. Walks out the other direction, but he's not going to be taking the creep wave with him. He'll have to just settle for his little bounty rune. Kind of get to the lane the old-fashioned way, but he's going to be zoned back pretty heavily here from Fly. Not the level 1 into heal. It could be a little bit tricky. I have to chew through some of his sustain a bit fast.
Yeah, we're going to focus on a mid lane. See what happened there. Ember Spirit. Dragonite, of course, has a better matchup with that Dragon Blood. A lot of harassment.
Shard. Not going to find its connection. Turnaround rolling boulder. This one onto Jerix. Bump him back a bit. Follow up telekinesis. Pull back. We have a homing missile, and that's going to be enough. Just the three of them will get the takedown, and the first blood is going to be belonging to Newbie. Faith in particular will pick up the last hit. Kaka very low. Be able to make it away.
S4 was afraid of going onto that Earth Spirit because if he missed the orb, he would be in a bad position. Rocket was already flying, he was level 1, and Kaka had that Fairy Fire.
Lane is very feisty here. The bottom. Oh, possibly another move to be made. This time he has the flat cannon, and Jerix could be going down again. Back-to-back takedowns on that one. Rolling boulder forward is going to force S4 to orb himself under his own tower safety. Bottom lane's looking pretty damn swell for Newbie. Meanwhile, top lane, KP continuing to get harassed a bit. This time, does have the heal available if necessary. Still holds the mango just in case.
Also, Omni Knight got the nerf as well. He got the mana cost from 50 to 85. If I'm not mistaken, that's huge actually.
That is.
Like, they keep nerfing Omni Knight every single patch with a reason.
Time KP will be able to take the wave. Heads up play from him. Mad and SCCC continue to go at it here in the mid lane. Mad at 14-1. SCC's 13-14. Pretty damn neck and neck at the time.
Yeah, Dragonite doesn't have anything to remove the Flame Guard with because his magical damage is lower than the shield. He needs to use it twice. He can twice with Arcane Rune, but twice. Not worth it.
So KP, of course, has that wave to kind of keep behind the tower and slowly take down while No Tail pulled his own wave.
You wanted that.
Here, their own bits of farm each. I feel like I frantically have to be jumping around checking the lanes on this one. Bottom lane in particular is one that you don't want to be keeping your eyes too far and away from. They continue to pinch and poke OG as much as they can.
Tusk shards are not connecting this game. The one for the first blood, the second one, the third, he's saving the good shards for later.
It's fair. The bad ones out of the way first. But, I don't know. At the moment, Jarek's not really traveling cross-country, keeping his attention to this lane and assisting S4 while it's necessary. KP continued to get harassed quite a bit.
Yeah, there's no point for Jarex to be mid. They really can't kill him unless the Dragon Knight gets level 5 and then gets a stun, or level 6, and when the Flame Guard is down. A lot of commitment if he wants to run top and not get anything out of it.
That will win the race to the rune, and it's an Invis. They'll be able to grab that one up. Is level 5 now, essentially. If that opportunity does arise, he has AP going for the pull again. He is going to be forced to pull out the heal and the repel, chewing down that mango to do so.
That feels so weird, that pull. I think they should do something about it. Last time I did it with a Pango when I was playing my pub. This guy says, this is just broken, this is so stupid. And I just type, I agree.
I agree. Now, thank you for the wave. It does seem kind of crazy. He's able to get away with that without too much trouble at all. Oh, heavy damage onto him, though. He is going to be able to make it back in the way, and Faith is rotated over to his...
Yeah, so this means that they can be more active on a bottom lane. Try to get the... Maybe go on Kaka if he gets out of the position.
Kaka currently does the pull. Jarex wants to contest him a little bit here. Wait with him. So a stack nearby.
Yeah.
Something they'll point out.
Nice ward placed by SCCC. You can see the rotation coming out from Tusk. You can see them entering the jungle, and expect to be pretty soon because Dragon Knight is level 6. Just popped the dragon form and has that siege pressure the tower now.
See any rotations coming from the form of OG quite yet. Jarek still kind of hangs towards the bottom lane, at least for the time being, but not too close to take any XP away from S4. Let's go for the pull instead with that big camp that's there. Top lane though, Big Daddy. Full Metamorph gets pulled back by the telekinesis and will be forced to run out the other direction. Tries to get some extra loving onto the tower. That tier 1 in top lane, brought below half of its life. Another heavy sieging team here, like we just saw in Optic Gaming. You know, DK Terrorblade. Roll past the regen, but Kaka will be able to grab it right under the nose of Jarex here. Is he going to somehow be able to make it away? I don't think so. Nice time silence with the chains.
Nice.
Oh, the shard. He just pretty much pooped out that shard right there. It was right behind him. And it's going to fend them off.
Jarex God.
Top lane, though. Heavy moves onto Faith, but KP will keep him safe.
Yeah, the good thing about Ember Spirit against the Tusk is that he can't use the snowball because it's a root mechanic.
That spot is there as he tried to rotate possibly towards that top lane. Back and below. Kind of a quiet early game here from both teams, with the exception of those first 2 kills on the Jarex. We haven't seen too much bloodshed. More time to kind of nurse up and build up the farm.
Not too much action going on because it's
hard to kill.
Hard to kill, and both of the teams have good vision. Look at the vision that the SCCC plays for himself. Like, I want to see the both runes. I want to not get ganked.
Don't touch me. Don't come here. This is my lane, and I want to see everything that happens.
So he's going for the magic build with the Veil, which gives him a lot of mana, a lot of Thane as well with all that armor. Combine that with the, let's say, Gyros combo, and especially Earth Spirit once he hits level 6.
Jarek's just avoiding Rocket Barrage damage there with the snowball. We got 8-minute bounty runes. Oh, blocking one direction of Kaka, but he should be able to roll on out. He gets silenced, though. Does manage to get up the boulder smash to stun him. Goes for the rolling boulder. Finds a corner to creep out without getting body blocked. Nice
and
stun
even
there.
gets the loot. Because why not?
Yeah.
They're trying to pressure the top tower. KP is low level, level 4 only.
Can they get the deny? Take it away from OG here. No Tail pressuring it super hard. Bramble Maze is going to get dropped here, maybe a little early. Now Gyro even rotating up here.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good rotation. Okay, they might get a kill when they wrap around or get a kill on mid. Of course, Terrorblade has a green Arcana.
Hard commitment from OG already to go into the mid lane. They are able to get the takedown. Kaka falls. First kill for OG now on the board, but a follow-up from behind as they make the move for Mad. Telekinesis pull back with a Rocket Barrage. Call down. Mad is able to sidestep the call down. Looks to get a turn kill on the Faith. Needs one more right click and he's not going to get it. Mad will lose his own life, but of course the corrosive damage is there and he will still be able to at least get the kill.
He moved him with the Telekinesis out of Gyro's ulti. So he didn't get the damage and didn't die quick enough. Mad actually got the return kill, which is great for him.
Possible pressure coming in for the top lane. It looks like SCCC has shown up to play with KP. KP's got everything under his wing and at the ready, but here comes a rotation from Mad. And they're not going to look to chase any further than that.
Tome coming out. Couple of seconds. I expect the well, Rubik is 5.5. Probably Earth Spirit is gonna pick it up for himself.
Getting that magnetized would certainly help peak Earth Spirit into another bit of relevance.
Yeah.
Shard, oh, Faith narrowly avoids the Prowler.
Rubik bought it, but he might give it to Earth Spirit. Rubik is almost level 6. Generous enough. There was a thread on Reddit where Crystal Maiden, who this couple of times, bought Dome for a Terrorblade, and he was so happy about it.
Faith, is he going to be kind this day? Yes, he is. Hands off the book to Kaka.
He's waiting. He doesn't want to use it, so you put the scoreboard down. You see that he's level 5, so before the fight, he's going to pop it.
And magnetizes something that you could definitely have a big debut with, especially if the enemy doesn't know about it. It looks like he might take that attention to the bottom lane here. 3 points into Boulder Smash too, so his silence is going to be pretty brief.
Yeah, that's a stun.
Top lane? No, I'm saying the silence is going to be brief because the silence is only level 1 while he put 3 points into Boulder Smash.
Alright.
Okay, okay.
Alright, sorry, Dakota. What a bro, man. Buying a tome for something. Huh?
Yeah, no one would ever do that. I don't think I'd do that for anyone.
You wouldn't do it for me?
I mean, if you had a pretty bad game.
What if I'm having a good game?
Then I'm definitely taking it home. What are you talking about? Shard block. Bakaka says, I don't care about your shard. Flies on forward, kicks the dragon back. They telekinesis him, maybe to try to get to the high ground, but not successful.
That's a tough kill to go for. He's going for early build with the drums. 1.6k HP. Almost level 3 Dragon Blood, pretty hard to take down. They need to commit Earth Spirit ult to actually kill him. Rubik is still level 5, getting close to level 6. Not the best spells to steal.
Oh, just coil from S4 onto Kaka, and then suddenly Mugi shows up, and S4 just gets bopped. Like that. Oof.
Rubik is good against the Terrorblade with the Fate Bolt against the Illusion. Steal the Sunder, you can change with it. Otherwise, not too many good spells to steal.
Derek's, but he needs to find somewhere to south to do so. Bit of an awkward beginning here, especially for OG, it would feel like. Trying to gauge how the farm has been building here, especially for the Terrorblade and in the Ember Spirit on the other side. Tail at second in net worth, just barely above the Ember. But mid,
that's a huge ball. And it's not mine. Like, this game is pretty static so far. 6 kills, only 13 minutes in. Because there's a lot at stake. Optic, sorry, OG is 2 and 2, newbie 1 and 3.
OG Optic, and you call Optic OG.
Yeah, because OG mess. You can't call Optic OG, that's the thing.
After that matchup, it was pretty clear. Here we go. Smoke play from OG. Oh, Kaka with the hell of a boulder smash. Are you serious? Catches it onto 3 with the grip pullback magnetized. Hello. Now moving in, looking to go for the follow-up here. A call down should be able to help secure it. No Tail's able to get off the Sunder. Snowball save from Jerix. Is it going to be enough to help get the kill onto Moogie? Moogie is going to get brought down the Shard in the final breath, but OG should eat a lot more casualties. As I say that, Mad shows up with Fly, and they do some fair damage, but not enough.
Yeah,
to be able to get the finish.
The problem is they got the Dark Willow. Also, really nice play there from Rubik and Kaka. Nice save from Jerix as well, but they were already in a good position. Plus, you have Omni Knight that didn't even use Guardian. Pretty hard to fight against right now. They have Gyro who deals a ton of magical damage. Then you have Ember Spirit.
Got it.
Has Veil finished.
Dire have the spyglass at hand.
He also decided to go for 25 damage talent on Ember, so he wants the scale.
Is that more to scale, or is it to balance out the fact that he's also kind of committed to a magic build, I guess? Veil, and then...
And he already has 500 magic absorb damage, so Puck needs to use combo on him to remove it.
Better option.
Yeah, it gives more damage with Slight. He can farm faster, and also gonna get even more damage with the Radiance. Miss chance against the Terrorblade Illusion faster.
Friend thinking about migrating down to this bottom lane where S4 jumping out through those. Coil up. OG are looking to give it a second try towards this bottom lane if possible. Mad hiding within those trees, still has Dragon Form at the ready.
Dire's middle tower
thinking about creeping out.
Dire structures are
they have a double damage on a Puck. They just need to initiate and get the Omni Knight.
Move is made. Mad. Oh, not able to get the catch onto that Ember Spirit. A narrow dive out from SCCC will avoid the gank.
Oh. Instant center ward there by Rubik, because the play that they wanted to make, it felt like they had a lane ward there.
Pull back from Mad. Coil though, jump in from S4. Trying to run to the action, but an instant fear there from Fly will ruin the day of Kaka from making anything happen. Wonderful counterplay right there. Faith looking to hide within the trees, more pulling attention away from the rest of his team. He'll get quickly taken apart, while SCCC and KP make a clean getaway. Does only cost them a couple of supports, but a tower will also fall.
Their team fight is so strong. If they are the ones who are initiating on side of OG, now that Puck has a Blink Dagger, and they're definitely winning. Game is pretty even so far, only 1k gold advantage for OG.
That Terrorize is just so good against someone like her Spirit. He rolls in to hope to set everything up and then just gets scared and runs right back the other direction.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a big combo with the Puck ulti. They want to pressure this tier 1 tower on top because they used meta, they used all their ultis. OG try to defend that. So it's just to push out the other
jump
waves.
for Jerix here. Charge to the high ground, maybe hoping to get a bit of vision so he can snowball somewhere, but he's silenced up. Oh, he gets the silence off. Oh, falls a bit short. Cute play, though, from Jerix. You could see what he was trying to do. Just unfortunately comes up a little bit short.
Yeah, you don't see much of mech builds on Omni Knight. Wants to keep people alive with it. So I feel like magical damage, the fight would have been maybe a better choice. They have good magical damage out of Dark Willow, Breath, Breathe Fire, Puck. But he can still go for it.
I guess it's nice if someone on your team gets sundered, you just bop them with 3 different heals or whatever, and suddenly they're fine.
Yeah, SCCC is having a really good game. Level 13, getting closer to that relic. OG should try to fight with the next meta again. Till that Ember Spirit doesn't have Radiance, it's gonna be a really pain in the ass. Also, Dragon Knight has a casual Ogre Axe. He might go for a Blink Dagger. They have Initiation with Puck's Dagger and Coil, but he might need to follow up.
Has queued up the BKB, but you're right, mobility
he
may be
switch.
necessary. Yeah, mobility might be damn handy. Smoke out here from Newbie, who's going to take his smoke business rather to that mid lane. Jarek's currently resides, the rest of his team figuring out what's happening up towards the top. But bottom is actually where the action breaks, and a Guardian Angel from KP figures there'll be no necessary fight to use it for myself.
They need to use Tusk if they want to gank the Omni Knight. There's always a and Repel combo. Jarek's already placing the deep ward side in a tower, so they have a good
get the spot here on 2KP, but it is SCCC who just shreds apart S4. That should help secure him that Radiance. The Relic now complete.
No sorceries avail.
Ember really on the up and up.
Faces a stiff win.
0 deaths on that Ember Spirit.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they only have so much kind of lockdown available to them. I'm curious if OG's game plan is just trying to move the game forward objectively and forcing Newbie to come their direction during their big team fight. But as long as Newbie can kind of split the map and farm everywhere else, you know, they don't have too much to fear from. But here we go, OG doing a little bit of that. Bottom lane, turning up the heat as they pressure into this tier 2. Looks like it should be an easy acquire.
Radiant's bottom tower has rung its last bell.
They still have Mad's Dragon Form to work with if they want to kind of go to the next objective.
So also Rubik steals Breathe Fire, bind that with Fade Bolt. They're not gonna deal too much physical damage in the fights. Mad actually decided to go for a BKB, which could be a better choice now that Ember Spirit already has that Radiance up. Ember Spirit is so scary, man. When it gets the haste. BKB finished on Gyro, which gives a lot of survivability in fights. Guardian Greaves on Omni Knight, and then you can repel Ember Spirit, who can go in aggressively. Puck still doesn't have that Yule Scepter, so with the root coming out from Deering Chains, you can easily lock him down, maybe even solo kill him.
Airblade also queues up a BKB, and he's getting pretty close to it. Oh, mid lane. Rolls in from behind, the Magnetize committed, Fly goes into the Shadow Realm to try to make it out in a way, but a Rocket will chase him through the shadows.
Jarex couldn't use the Snowball to save him because he was repelled. I saw Mugi yesterday going for a Side Gunner, Aghanim Scepter build plus some Mjolnir against the Terrorblade. This could be the choice this game, if this game lasts long enough.
Here comes Newbie down the mid lane. Full parade of action here as they look to make their assault onto this tier 2. BKB down already for the Dragon Knight. I'm curious to see what their answer is going to be. A nearby Tusk is just quickly the victim.
Yeah, this is not looking good for OG right now.
I mean, you can kind of feel that Newbie know and recognize that they're on the verge of elimination, and they are playing like it.
Yeah, I love the Ember Spirit pick up. I've been trying to think of ways to counter Terrorblade. Ember Spirit, I mean, even with the Battle Fury build, it can still work, but the Radiance, Mischance, and the damage output, especially with the Whale combined, is not to have it.
This is a 10-second BKB now for No Tail. With Sunder up, Mad's back in action right now. Still no BKB available for him, but they're going to have to try to do something and take a fight. They get the instant telekinesis lift onto No Tail, and he's just going to have to frantically use the BKB. He decides to use the Sunder, but this feels all defensive right now, and they'll have to walk out the other direction. Newbie continue to just do as they please, and OG are just forced to be reactionary.
Yeah, the slight problem for Newbie is that they don't have this hero who can siege the tier 2 tower. Like, none of them provide any kind of tower damage. You can repel Gyro, so he goes in, deals a couple of right clicks, but that's pretty much it. So they need to take a fight before they can actually take the objectives.
Newbie now, fully congregated up to the north. Eyeballing out the lane a bit. Jerix is waiting on the sidelines here. Air scan obviously quite successful. They draw out a plan to maybe add some pressure on the bottom lane, but already it looks like SCC goes up. Care of that push and pressure. Can they do something about the top lane now that SCCC is not there though? But before we can even get to do that.
Oh, what did he go back?
Wow. He went back even though Big Daddy took the most of the damage there.
Well, I guess he was afraid of a Sunder, but if he was keeping the eye on timing, he already used it on mid. It's a level 2 Sunder only, so 8 seconds cooldown.
It's up now, but it was just off the mark. I guess he just didn't have the timing exact and played it safe. DD at the top of the river right here for someone who's available to grab it. Newbie taking over the jungle front of OG.
Yeah, also OG won't be able to split push now that Ember Spirit has boots of travel.
Good call. They are going to still try to do that split push here. Looks like with S4. We approach the mid lane.
I feel like Mad needs a mobility item, a Shadow Blade, a Blink Dagger, so he can get into the back lines and maybe try to kill Omni Knight or Earth Spirit before the fight starts.
I mean, Blink Dagger, do you think it's still a decent option now with the Radiance and the Hand of Ember? I think you'll still be able to kind of out of it. I feel like there's just lots of spam from Newbie side. Fade bolts flying around, flat cannons, Radiance. You have to make sure that you can in from a nice spot.
Definitely needs item to start a fight with, even after they can't really reach Ember Spirit. I guess they want to group up and try to take a fight like that. And that's it. Puck is going to be the one who's initiating, then follow up from Dark Willow, Reflection. Terrorblade is not that high of a level. Level 14, only getting close to...
Back here,
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Safe. OG's doing approach nearby.
A lot of save capabilities on Newbie at the moment. They have Stealth Field, which is currently offensive. Then you have Glimmer Cape plus an Omni.
Deep jump for Jerix. He gets a good shard to block him on out, but SCCC jumps right up and over that shard to make the go, and then jumps right back to avoid the rest of OG. Coil, though, is going to be committed, dropped onto 2. They mix it together with the ulti of Fly, hoping to burst out and break the coil if possible, but no. Not going to be good enough to be able to get the job done. Backing up and away here at the back end of a Guardian Angel. Newbie still holding on defensively here. Turn their attention back onto Mad and just rip him apart with the help of that rocket barrage. And now it's OG on the back foot. A full metamorphed No-Tail here running away from the trouble, but I don't know how far he's going to be able to make it because SCCC shows up, chains him down, and Moogie's going to help get the finish. A double kill now. Rear Gyrocopter.
Time to go for Roche. On Newbie side, they can easily tier 3 towers with the Aegis. Really hard to fight for OG. Also, Rubik is doing a hell of a job healing the shards, blocking them out. They're forced to pop the BKBs. Even though Puck and Dark Willow use their combo, they still can't fight.
Just feels like the timing for their lineup may have just missed a big golden window where they would have been really potent and able to kind of dish a lot to Newbie.
Same thing happened to OG when they played against Liquid. They had a Lycan but missed the timings.
Newbie just kind of getting all their ducks in a row here with the benefit of Aegis, as you were mentioning. Should have a bit of an easier time being able to siege their way into that high ground of OG. Now we just wait for their approach there. They're going to hit the showers. Hit the smoke. And look to make an assault onto OG. If this fight is successful, they could find themselves in a position to be able to take down their first set of racks, and it looks like it could happen. But jump in immediately onto, of all people, No-Tail. But they take it very cautiously. It's going to be Fly who assists, bumping him on back. Kaka wants to run right back into the action, but like Newbie have decided to head elsewhere.
Yeah, I gotta say that rook mechanic, when you have it, Tusk feels so underwhelming. Deep ward again from OG coming out. They might want to pressure that tier tower on top. They are strongest when they group up. It just doesn't feel like they have a plan right now.
Dyer's bottom tower is about to flounder.
SCCC a little close to potential trouble there, but obviously makes the swift jump now back to the bottom half of the map, or they'll siege away and take out this tier 1 tower. Gyro and Ember sitting atop King of Net Worth at this point. OG trying their best to split out the other lanes and keep them pushed away as much as possible.
Can't handle this deluge.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Eventually they know that they're going to have to face the
Radiant's middle tower
assault of
is under
newbies soon
attack.
enough.
Dyer's bottom tower
Glyph is popped
is about to
for defensive and
flounder.
offensive purposes. That of Newbie.
Dyer's bottom
Turblade use meta,
tower
so they want to fully
couldn't
commit to it.
withstand the tide.
They're going to get this tier 2, it looks like. Oh, or not. Suddenly SCCC shows up. They try to blink on in, but can't quite make it past.
That's a really weird decision, in my opinion. Now they don't have a meta.
Long kick.
Yep, they have a BKB.
Oh, they turn around and annihilate Kaka. Call down's going to be dropped. Fly could be in a bit of trouble. There's a follow-up. Chains. Quite a fist, but not able to get the finish. BKB committed. And the Metamorph, too. Oh, Metamorph's committed on the tower, of course, but be losing out on the rest of that time.
Yeah, they should just try to keep split pushing on side of OG. Amber can outpush one lane, but that's it. They just need more time to come back into this game still. Again, Newbie doesn't have the best siege. They need to take a fight, get 3 kills, and then they can go for objectives. Even with the Aegis and Gyro, they can't really fully commit to the 3 towers because they are afraid. I gotta say, I love the build on Gyro again. Aghanim Scepter into Mjolnir against Terrorblade. That side gunner that can proc extra Mjolnir chance.
What do you think about KP? He's building into an Aghanim Scepter on his Omni Knight, hoping to deck those towers from the mighty Metamorph.
That as well, if they decide to go for some sneak split push, but his positioning can be like further behind. Okay, so that's it. Committed coil.
Steal the coil! Oh. He gets blasted apart.
Yeah, once they can easily turn this fight around for OG. Once they hit level 20 on Terrorblade, which is gonna be really, I don't know, they need at least 4 or 5 minutes to get him. He's under level 16 only, but Puck is getting close to his Aghanim Scepter, 400 gold away. And if they use it on, let's say, 2-3 heroes with Terrorize, that's gonna be huge.
Top lane. SCCC. Jump for No Tail. He just sunders him. Hits him with the reflection. Tells him to back the hell off. Curious if Newbie now look to go on the heavy offensive now that Sunder's on cooldown. It's only a minute window, but I'll have to see what kind of work they can do with. GR continuing to do a pretty good job keeping the pressure off their base from every other lane that is not occupied by Newbie. Credit, of course, to their heavy mobility.
So they have a repel, they have a BKB, if the coil snaps.
Oh, nice. They managed to cancel out Derek's TP. Kaka flying in from the Raptors.
There's a Aegis regeneration. We still didn't see a huge team fight for at least 15 minutes. There was no clash, just the classic pickoffs. They try to fight, but they realize that they can't, then a couple of casualties. And that's pretty much it. So that's a full AC on a Dragon Knight. Once he hits level 18, the Ice Dragon will help them really good against the full Gyro, who's super level 20. What?
Oh, they're making a move for S4. Does the Yules? Phase, his blink to be there.
Radiant's top tower is on the run.
They Yules him. Still blinks. Out. Up. Oh. Blink it. TP. Jump in. Meanwhile, Sunder, Snowtail. Looking to be in a world of hurt here. Faith is chasing him down and finishes him off with the zap on the ass right there. Trying to turn around and for some assistance here. He's going to be mad, but he gets quickly swarmed. And suddenly 3 from OG are going to be going down.
And that's a fight that they should not take. They were already committed onto Puck, who was trying to escape, and then you were simultaneously playing on 2 fronts, committing BKB meta. Yeah, this is looking good for Newbie right now.
Roll in. Kaka with the Yule setup here.
They have a gem.
And they got Jarex. Oh man, this could be the beginning of the end here. As Newbie move into the high ground right now. Fortify is going to be out, but they are certainly going to be able to do a lot of work and take out this mid lane. Still 15 seconds before No-Tail can get back in on the action. 19 seconds for Mad. There's a quick Rax, and they're probably going to beeline it straight to the bottom. S4 is already there, but he gets chained down from SCCC. He's jumping out the other direction. Be able to blink away. All right, 1 Rax down here. Newbie playing like they know that they are on the verge of elimination here. Looking to take it right back to OG.
There's still 70 seconds on meta that they can't fight without
Terrorize. Do something though. There's the coil. Terrorize combo. Is it going to be good enough? It does. Get the stun and locked in the spot. But OG can't quite get the finish. KP doing everything he can to keep him alive. Eventually they will end up losing KP. Faith could be next. No-Tail trying to chase forward, but he can't help but feel like how much better this would have been if OG had all that extra firepower. They still are going to be able to at least take 2. They're looking to go for SCCC. The Sunder is there, but Jarex will drop nonetheless.
No remnants.
Can't make it out. He gets the one last sleight of fist, but eventually they will be able to bring him down. This is turning pretty profitable for OG, and that was the wombo combo they were hoping to get.
Yeah, I talked about that combo, but didn't expect them to deal that high amount of damage. I mean, that's level 3 coil snap, which is 4.5 seconds. They timed it really well.
Imagine how destructive it would have been if there was a Metamorph just terribly,
or just Dragonite,
crushing him.
Dragonite with his form.
Yeah. How long is the cooldowns on those 2 ultis? It looks like Coil's already back up, but still need about 15 seconds for the Terrorize. We see now S4 back in a familiar position here, getting chased out from multiple Newbie members. He's doing everything he can in his pocketbook to escape, but he does get hit with that rocket. There's the Yules, the call down. They're trying to get the hole. Can they get him with at least a call down damage on the return back? Yeah. Being elusive as ever. Now No-Tail in on the action with a new Metamorph. We'll be able to bring down Moogie. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Sadly for Moogie, Omni Knight's ulti was 1 second cooldown. You just pop it with Aghanim Scepter and keep him alive there.
OG breathing a bit of new life here. It's not been too significant, but holding on to what time is necessary. And look at that, just a little cute little right back down to give him a little bit of hope. And I think after that one push, Newbie are going to have to give a lot more respect to that coil combo. Find a new way to kind of make that approach. Meanwhile, bottom lane, move on for Jarex. And I think SCCC should be able to easily have his number, and we'll be able to take him apart.
Yeah, Jarex has been split pushing for quite some time. First Spirit just buys a dust for himself. He has a Glimmer Cape on Tusk. Solo pickoff, almost level 25. I wonder what he's gonna go for. Light of Fist charges. I mean, with the Remnant cooldown, he can play more aggressively. Ton of damage to Terrorblade Illusions, but so does Light of Fist. There's a mobility item on Dragonite finally. Blink Dagger picked up.
Okay.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
They don't have a Spirit Vessel or anything. Be really, really good against Omni Knight, especially now that Gyro has a Satanic. New Roche spawned, so that's Cheese and Aegis. Seems like OG doesn't know about it. Even if they know right now, I don't think they have time to get it.
They'd scanned out more defensively on Newbie's turf to see if they were going to be making an approach from there, but now obviously they'll know. Newbie had their own ideas. Moving in, getting a hold of the Roche and Aegis, and they go right for the smoke. This is like the VP thing we've been seeing. Just rush plays right now. They get one objective, and they don't even hesitate to move on to the next one. Trying to catch OG sleeping at the desk like Jack.
What have we here?
GR able to kind of slip away from that initial aggressive.
Looking so good for Newbie right now.
Kaka. Okay. He learns quick that OG are hanging out in the neighborhood. Newbie thinking about making an approach, but they don't really have the high ground advantage here. So there comes the jump in, there comes the coil combo. But now Moogie looking to come back into the action right now. Oh, the Sunder was used, and he will lose the Aegis in a blink of an eye. But now with his second life, looking to make the move in. Huge amount of stun and huge amount of damage comes in from SCCC, my good lord.
S4 is pretty much left alone there. Has you'll set for 2 seconds, not enough. Triple kill for SCCC.
Oh man. At first it looked like the positioning of OG was going to be very profitable there, but after that second life and turn around, they just dropped a can of whoop ass on them.
Yeah, that's Aegis and Cheese used. Now they don't have a meta. They have a Sunder still though.
Buybacks though have to be used if OG want to hold on to their base. Hotel thinks about running on in. Still not going to have that Dragonite. A jump in from SCCC, but he heads out the other side.
SCCC is just buying time, so Moogie can deal some damage to the towers. These illusions just here from Radiance, Shiva's Guard, Side Gunner, and Mjolnir.
Everything they can to try to slow them down. Moogie eating quite a bit of damage, man. That reflection does do some work. But they get their attention right back onto the tower. They'll take care of pesky little S4.
Yeah, the reflection with the Radiance deals so much damage.
OG will at least hold on to that tier 3. Buybacks were committed. They hold a decent defense.
Yeah, so it's only one side. They can still take a fight. In that fight, they did not have the best combo with the Terrorize and Coil. But if they pull it off, there's no Cheese, no Aegis right now, and they're gonna have meta in the next 30 seconds. No-Tail went all in with the damage. Daedalus.
Got it.
They need to control Omni Knight. That's the thing in the fights. If he uses good Guardian Angel, they're gonna lose a fight.
Fought and bad. They hit him up with the rocket. He does have the BKB. He's going to have to chase his way all the way out. This is the BKB the second that Kaka wants to jump in. But they are going to chase him and walk him all the way home if possible, and they will be able to bring him down. Oh, devastation here. No-Tail knows that this could be on him, so he goes right into the Metamorph and pops his BKB. Looks to turn onto SCCC, but he's not really getting enough work done. The fault's there from Kaka, and it looks like they are going to be able to bring him down. This looks like it could be it. 4 to fall, 1 buyback, it's only Fly. But I think Newbie got everything they wanted here. And now they're just going to finish off what they started inside the base.
They have so much guiding potential. Ember Spirit, no real lockdown for Ember. Especially with Omni Knight sitting behind them. All the Glimmer Capes, magical resistance from Null Field Capes. Pretty hard to take down.
Well, Newbie were in a position where it was pretty much do or die for them in the tournament here at DAC, having a 1-3 record, knowing that they desperately need to get this win, and they played like they needed to get it.
Yeah, I love the Ember Spirit up. It feels like it is a good counter, not just on paper, but also that root mechanic against Tusk. He couldn't pull off any kind of saves. They were fighting way too hard. And also, like in a game like this, see a Dark Willow, it just doesn't feel strong because have early.
Yeah, I felt like all she had was the hopeful combo potential with this. But yeah, they had a tough time in that. Ooh, Jarex was like really playing on the defensive, and then 4 was getting bullied pretty hard. Tough stuff for OG, but they're not done yet. They have a couple of games ahead of them to keep their heads afloat in that 3rd through 6th position. And Newbie, well, same to them. With this, they get to breathe new life.
in that team fight was so far away from the rest of his team. He was by this ward when the rest of his team was already engaging onto VP's side. Not the kind of positioning that you expect.
Especially, as you said, VGJ Thunder, kind of like newbie in some regards, in that they are willing to play around each other a lot. They're going to get the free pick off on Fade. Fade is just, every single time he's the one initiated on first. Force Staff gets no one away from that death ward from TDC, especially with the Maledict on him. No one does not feel like taking any more damage from that Maledict, so he'll pop the BKB flat cannon. And now here comes the shapeshift. They're not going to be able to finish off the racks. VP have to retreat. Jump forward. Ice Shard's not going to be enough. Another toss back from Pasha. And VGJ Thunder blow the shapeshift, but cannot make a team fight.
Yeah, Sylar still on the hunt for a second. Instead, going to go for these creeps. Pasha sticking around for a little bit longer, seeing if there's any opportunity for him, but there's no follow-up. They don't get the racks, but still 12k up. No rush for them.
Where's my pension?
Melee racks will start regenning, hopefully giving Sylar enough time to be able to get his MKB, which he's trying to work on against that gyrocopter. Every single time he's trying to race towards that gyrocopter and see if he can deal with him first, but the butterfly is really inhibited a lot of his damage. Oh, a Shadow Blade in his initiation, but BKB goes off from Sylar, and now it's going to be Roger who's caught. Snowball is going to follow him through. Ramsey's going to turn on this one, though. He's going to throw down the ultimate. That's when the gem drops on the deck. They're going to make sure they don't lose it, though, and they may not lose the team fight either. Sylar stuck inside the static drone with the kinetic field with no longer having a BKB. No one is going to be able to rip him apart for a triple kill. A trap that goes both ways, it seems.
Yeah, you see Roger immediately spamming bait.
And now,
Ramses.
Virtus Pro are going to go high ground again.
He's looking for it right now.
He may have just found him. Freeze.
Gonna get the
Scepter first, goes for the stun. Glimpse is going to be able to pull him back a little bit. Solo's trying to actually hit him with the kinetic field, but he doesn't actually have the mana. But Pasha will be able to catch him with the avalanche, and Ravage goes out. But Freeze is still going to be stuck inside the kinetic field. It's just holding back the Monkey King, but it's Pasha, who's big, large, and charged, and in his face. Not enough to be able to finish off Freeze, though. Ramsey's toss forward. Okay, that'll do the trick. They managed to get the kill in the back line. All the meanwhile, no one is taking the bottom lane while Yang is dying to Ramses. Double kill for him. He's going to stand in front of the fountain, challenging anybody from VGJ Thunder to come out and duel him.
And that's going to be the full set of racks at bottom. No one going to clean up the rest.
There is a tier 2 in the top lane.
Yeah, that's going to slow things down as Pasha just standing right in front, daring them to try to make a move. Fade going to throw out the Ice Shards just to protect his towers. And now it is a 20k gold lead. This game has turned around in a hurry. All starts with that mid push.
Yeah, it certainly does. VGJ Thunder on their last life in this best of one.
They have one rack to work with. And that Ravage went out. Does clip the Monkey King, but tiny BKB does not care.
Pasha has done so much work for them, considering the fact that this nasty start for VP. You said no one was trying to move around, create some space, but in the end it was Pasha who was really the one who made all these team fights work. He's had several great toss initiations as well as defensive tosses as well.
Yeah, he's using them in both ways.
Now they're going to be able to finish up a lot of different items. He's trying to get the Desolator. Ramses is completing his Assault Cuirass quite soon. Satanic for the Gyrocopter. So he really can stand and fight this Lycan.
Now they're probably just going to go straight for top. VP not even going to wait for the next Aegis, it seems. Ramses aggressively pushing forward.
Actually catches Freeze here. The Fisher block, not quite there. And Freeze will be able to walk it off. The rest of VP were a little bit too far away. They didn't want to commit.
Fade even throwing out the dust to try to get Ramses to decommit to that, and he does. But the top push is going to go off anyways. VP.
You getting the command ring here? If you get Monkey King to level 25?
Yeah, why not? Make it ultra big. This game, give VP an inch, they take a mile.
Well, they finally get the extra 8 seconds of shapeshift duration, but it's a bit too late for that one. VGJ Thunder needed that extra duration a long time ago.
They're looking for VP, they're trying to find them outside the base, but VCJ being very disciplined right now. Still trying to hold on to this game.
Got a nice aggressive ward inside of VGJ Thunder's base. And they may have just spotted some of that smoke. If not, they're at least going to spot the absence of heroes showing.
Yeah, I like this move. It's very aggressive, but
Yeah,
you
look
can't,
at that. Bang, 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 bang.
can't
There's
just
no one
allow
there.
them.
Retreat!
They're trying to find something right now, but you can't just allow VP to get Roshan and the game. But they're going to walk up. Shapeshift is popped.
And the Ravage,
Nice
the opportunity to be able to blow up the jar come through, but Pacha intercepts, managed to get a good avalanche. Oh no, no one's living through the Satanic! He's actually going to be able to take down everyone here and still have plenty HP to work with. Freeze, it is a pittance. He's going to pick up a kill on Roger and Pasha, but that's it. Thunder are all out of steam. They thought they had the opening.
Yeah, Pasha at the end, when he goes in with that stun toss, buys his gyro enough time to get off everything. MVP to the end. Ramses didn't even bother coming to that fight. As soon as they called GG, he disconnected, left the game. He's like, I'm done. My work here is done. I've done a great job. Let's
He had
ignore the
such a
laning
miserable
phase.
start. He was probably pretty pissed
Yeah,
off
that's
after
one of
that
those get
laning
me out
phase.
games.
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
No damage amplification. Just let me finish. It feels like a better version of a Sanking to me. You go.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Wisp? You think he's going to get picked here? Not banned for once against Team Liquid. He already got a Tiny as well. I know Tiny Wisp used to be the old peanut butter and
5
jelly.
seconds remaining.
But can Liquid help themselves pass over it here?
Should be alright, especially against the Nature's Prophet. I mean, position 5 Nature's Prophet doesn't have that much damage to split push, but with Real 8 you can
Now's the
Up.
time for diplomacy.
harder.
Well, that's rich coming from
Better
you,
hero.
Conka.
Pretty low anyways. The right clicker.
The right clickers.
Yeah.
Okay. I direction though. Are thinking here after banning out a lot of those fly little potential for position. Plus, Knicks go out of the
Finally
way.
came up for air.
TNC focusing a lot of the green heroes. Once we'll see Terrorblade taken off the table.
The Dire get a
Terrorblade like
bag.
every single game today.
And there it is.
Well, would you look at that? A GH Wisp. I haven't seen this guy play Wisp in a real long time. I'm excited to see what he can do with the new change.
Yeah, so the new Wisp doesn't need boots. That's the thing. Like I mean, even before they didn't prioritize
10
boots
seconds.
as first item. You wanted to have that bottle, earn magic
5
wand, but
seconds
now
remaining.
it doesn't feel like you need it at all.
Yeah.
Spend the 500 gold on something else.
I'd heard though that there is some sort of movement cap though that is put in play. I know we were all getting giggly over the ideas like, oh, if a Spirit Breaker's charging across the map, certainly that would mean that tether to the Spirit Breaker and just start flying across the map with them. But someone had brought up that there is a.
Yeah, we say that we are not sure because we don't have time to test all of that stuff. I still play a game for 5 days.
I know,
I'm
it's like-
getting depressed.
I like when the patch comes out, like I know I'm like laying in bed and I'm like, oh, a patch, and I'm like looking at it on my phone. I'm like, well, certainly tomorrow morning when I wake up and debut the stream, I'll know everything. We're learning as we go here, and if we're laughing about that, I'm sure the players are laughing about it as well, having to learn as they go. That's when I got to sat down with some of the players had the opportunity to ask if they preferred the new patch system of every 2 weeks, patches coming out, whether it be even in the middle of tournament or not, or would they rather go back to the old way of just waiting a long time and getting one monster patch. Most of them said they like the new system. They like the change-up. They like that it forces teams to think on their toes. Some of them did say that they wish that the timing was a bit better and that they put some thought into how the patches could potentially be released in the middle of their own major tournaments.
Yeah, but I don't mind. If I was a player right now, I wouldn't mind because it only shows how quick you can adapt.
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, when you do so many dramatic changes, a team could just be taken out as far as what they're good with. Like, one day they'll be great, and then there's just so many dramatic changes they're not ready for that patched out of the game, patched out of the competition.
Dyer's turn.
As viewers and casters, love it. I love it. I love that there's just...
We still didn't see any Pango. I don't think we're gonna see much of him. Maybe in the later stages. Practice it. 1 day off. You know who's gonna practice the most Pango?
Who?
The teams who get out after the group. They're gonna have the most time.
Yeah, especially if they already have like that next event lined up. All right, look at these couple of picks here. So we're going to be in store for yet another Armel puck, possibly. His puck last time, especially their game against LGD. Absolute tear.
Yeah, so Phantom Assassin is banned out most of now banning her because you can right click a courier. I mean, one shot the courier with Swift Dagger. But still, like it energizes well with Slardar, that spell amp, plus Lone Druid doesn't like to have a hero that can get on top of him. Slardar is one, but they're gonna need one more definitely. Yeah, that's a gap closer.